Natalia, and when I was 17 years old in my home state of Wisconsin, I lacked adequate sex education, became pregnant, and had an abortion. Today is not about my story, but it's about the millions of people who need access to reproductive health care, including birth control, abortions, and sex ed. Thank you, yes. It's also about all of those starting families who need access to reproductive care, like paid parental leave, like adequate pregnancy accommodations in the workplace, and more. Now, as you know, Washington has the most regressive tax code in the entire country. You may be thinking to yourself, what do taxes and reproductive justice have to do with one another? Well, I'm here to tell you that unfortunately, in the state Senate right now, we're coming to the end of our 2017 legislative session, and your state senators are working on a budget at this very moment that would cut $1.7 million from family planning. This proposed Republican budget also cuts millions from TAMP, which is emergency funding for families, food share, and child care for the most needy people in our state. In a nutshell, what that means is that your tax dollars that are disproportionately collected from the poorest people in Washington state, are going towards a budget that will drastically cut services for the poorest people in Washington state. Republican senators like Mike Patton want to use tax revenue collected from the poor to benefit the rich. Are we going to let them do that? I know what it's like to be facing an unplanned pregnancy that I could not afford. I know what it's like to have $20 in my bank account when my birth control cost $50. I know what it's like to not be sure if I could afford a pregnancy test because I was young and didn't have health care. Without access to affordable family planning that provides sex ed and birth control, millions of other young people will face the same expensive and terrifying choices that I had to face. That's why I'm calling on the Washington State Senate to do two things. One, they need to end the unfair taxation on the poorest of their citizens. And two, they need to use their precious tax dollars that they do collect from us in a way that benefits those who need it most by passing a budget that doesn't cut essential family planning services for low-income people. Thank you.